Hello YouTube, this is Galway Gamer here again. This is part 5 of my walkthrough. Doing pretty okay. We just killed the first of the great ones, the old ones, whatever they're called, the Lost Sinner. In my opinion, the hardest one. But in this episode I said I would go back to the Forest of the Fallen Giants and actually get the last of the bonfires I can access now. There's actually another one that is hidden behind a door which requires a key I don't get till the end of the game. Or not the end of the game, but near the end of the game. I think there's like, after you get it, you need to do like three or four more bosses, and then it's the last boss. So we're gonna light the torch. We're gonna go down here. There's actually an item that I'm interested in called the Seed of the last Seed of the Tree Giants, or something like that. Seed of the Tree Giants, and it pretty much does nothing. If I get invaded, it allows the enemies to attack the person who's invading me. I don't think I'll get invaded, and even if I am, I'm a meek bro, which means that people will get summoned to help me anyways. So yeah, honestly, I don't think it'll make a huge difference, but you know, every little helps. And you know, if I do leave the meek bros, at least I'll have a you know, a backup plan. Because honestly, it's not that I want to like cheese invaders. I'd love to fight them fairly, but they always, when they start losing, run into the enemies. So at least if I pop the Seed of the Tree Giants at the start, it means that they'll stay away from enemies, so that none of us will be able to do that. And you know, if they do get the upper hand, or they start cheesing me with ice rapiers, or they twink me, whatever they do, then I will just run into enemies. So I'm going to use it fairly, but I think it's going to be an okay item to have. I don't think it's great, as I said. Like, I don't think I'll get invaded much anyways, and I'll probably stay in the Meek Bros anyways. I might join the Sun Bros, but yeah, I mean, I don't really need to, because I'm never going to get any of the rewards from it, and yeah, I don't really want to use too many summons either. I want to keep it so that like I have like an MP summon for bosses, but only NPC summons, and maybe if it's like the last boss of the game or something, I might go with like the full party, like, so it looks cool. And the Chandra is so easy anyways. I don't need the torch anymore. It's amazing how much easier the game is though, back in Forest of the Fallen Giants with the mace. We haven't really seen any of the tougher enemies yet, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this, and I'm going to go upstairs, and we're going to find 3 turtle men. The shell guys with the big ironclad things. I don't know what they are. I'm going to go to the top here, and I'm not going to climb up fully. I'm going to have a look. Actually, I can't really. Are they men, or are they turtle people? Wow, I killed them in 2 hits. Crazy. Even with the Morning Star, it was 4, which was also a strike weapon. And it's like I take 80% off with the first hit as well, so I could even pull out like any other weapon and finish them off. Whip. I'm not going to be using the standard whip. That was kind of shitty. Gonna risk it all. Geronimo! Well, I wasn't risking it all. I was risking... Oh, I have 64k souls. So I was risking 64k souls, which I wasn't really risking because I would have got back anyways, but I still find it kind of interesting. There was risk involved there. So yeah, hopefully we can drop down, attack this guy, and hopefully that will kill him. And I missed, of course. Why wouldn't I miss? Plunging attack successes so far. See, I got stunned by that guy, so I couldn't roll away. That's why I hate the poise system so much. It completely makes the game stupid. It pretty much means you need to wear heavy armor or it's worthless. And heavy armor becomes worthless outside of poise. So like, it has this stupid system where heavy armor doesn't reduce damage. Instead, it's just poise machine, poise numbers, which is ridiculous. It gets even worse in New Game Plus, where armor is completely worthless and poise is even starting to get worthless. So it's only mirrored as like the 1 or 2 chances that you could get like a survival out of like a hit by a small enemy, and not get poise broken by it. These are summoned NPC phantoms, so you be careful. Yeah, I'll just let him hit me, and then I'm gonna start thumping him. He's nothing compared to the mace power. I like the way his magic attack done nothing. And I dodged, because I wish he would stop like spam rolling, because that's pretty cheesy. If he backstabs me, I'll be annoyed. Rest in pepperoni. That's an extremely difficult fight at lower levels though, because his magic does kill you in 1 or 2 hits. Now though, it's not bad at all. Now in here I think is where the giant seed is, so I think the seed of the 3 giants is giant rests in peace. Interesting. Usually there's an item called the seed of the 3 giants here, but I guess not. I'm gonna rest. We're going to be going to Belfry Luna in this episode, and we're also going to be going to Huntsman's Copse, at least the first area. Maybe we'll get the Executioner's Chariot. Nope, looks like it's not there anymore. And I don't know where that is, but it is that way. So I'm going to travel to Majula and get some levels first, because you have 66,000 souls. There we go. I did not want to do that. I wanted to talk to her. She's really ugly too. So I'm going to put Vitality at 15 just so it's a nice round number. And then I'm going to go with 30 each. I'm going to put the rest in strength, all of it. Get that extra damage. I want to get to 40 strength at least for this playthrough. So we're going Servant's Quarters. We got our first Lockstone. If you remember, we got it off a drop, an item drop at the end. I decided to explore after the last Sinner and get like some of the items on the inside the water, and luckily enough it paid off, because I got the one item I kind of needed to continue down this area, which was the Forest Lockstone. So we can we killed the pursuers in this place and in the closer to the start area, so we've actually killed 2 out of 3 pursuers in the Lost Bastille, and that's all I planned to kill, because they only drop Twinkling Titanite, which is useless, and they are pretty dull. I've killed 3 of them at this stage, there's no need to kill a 4th. I could get invaded here, and if I do get invaded I'll probably get killed, because maces aren't great in PvP, but I can summon a phantom, an NPC phantom actually, which should help. And hopefully it allows me to get at least 1 backstab, and if I can hit off with the mace I can actually do a lot of damage. Just not very effective in terms of reach and all that stuff. So we got an item drop. Maybe it's a Bellkeeper's Bow. Oh wow, it is a Bellkeeper's Bow. Now that might be a good idea. Now the reason I've been looking for a bow is because even though the crossbow is interesting, it is also kind of shit, because not because it's actually shit in stats, it's because it can't use poison arrows. And there's no poison bolts. And poison arrows are just like the best part about bows. It allows you to poison foes. This guy's dead. Be interesting if, I don't know what else they drop. I've only ever seen them drop the bow, and that was even rarely. That was like a one-off thing. So to open the gate to the boss room, we need to go up here and ring the bell. So we're going to go up there now, and we're going to loot up here and kill the 5 bellkeepers in that area, and then we're going to open the lever and open the boss fight area. I'm going to roll away, and I'm going to drink up. Mastos Glancor is such a beast. Bellkeeper bow again. So maybe it's not such a rare drop. I thought it was, but evidently not. If we can lower the amount of these bellkeepers as well, it means if we do get invaded, even though we probably won't at this stage, it will be a lot easier to deal with, because there will be a lot less friends for them. If this is another Bellkeeper bow, I'll be surprised. Bellkeeper shield, so they have a shield as well. And they also have that axe. I wonder, does that drop from them? Skeptic Spice. So we've got that chest. I think there's one more piece of loot, and then we can ring the bell. So yeah, we'll ring the bell, and then we'll get, like, look around for the piece of loot, and then... Huh, maybe not. Nope, there's no loot there. downstairs it is to the boss room. Now, our mace is pretty good condition, so no need to actually upgrade it. But no need to repair it, sorry, but there is a chance that we could get a good weapon thing on it. We'll put dark damage. We have 2 of them, and I don't know if they're particularly weak to dark or magic, so why not? Hype. I hate this fight, by the way, because you can like sometimes like die 100 times in it, and then like most of the time you'll like never die because it's such an easy fight. But like you can get cheesed and stun locked. The trick is to like keep the numbers down at any one time. So if we can kill this guy now, we can keep it down to a maximum of 2. So there we go. Now there's 2 of them. A third one will spawn, but only a third one because I think there's 5 of these at max. So if we can kill one more, then we can limit it down to 2 spawns, and we still have our dark enchantment, which seems to be working okay. I'm gonna back off a bit because I'm getting stun locked here. Get a bit more HP. Flanker's pretty tough. They're starting to breathe fire, which is annoying because like they just start breathing fire out of nowhere. I'm gonna get this guy, he's low on health. If he drops down again, it'll be interesting to kill him. Although I think it might just be because I have a mace that they're weak to. Because a lot of armoured foes are weak to strike damage, and these guys are literally armour men. So yeah, that fight was pretty easy, right? Usually I have some trouble on it, because you can get stun locked, as you've seen earlier. And they do have pretty good tracking, so they do hit you even if you dodge them, sometimes. So yeah, there's that's nice. So now we've just started the episode, and we've already got pretty Southern Ritual Band, pretty nice. And we've already got like the 2 areas down. Now down here there's the Dragon's Tooth, a very powerful weapon, and I'm gonna compare it to see if it's much worse or better than the greatsword that I've picked up. But if it's not better, I'll just like not use it. But if it is better, then I am gonna use it. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 5 dogs here. 6 to 7 dogs. Okay, so we're gonna want our fire longsword because slashing vertical attacks are better than. Sorry, horizontal attacks are better than the vertical ones. And I'm gonna get invaded too. And that's why I hate this game, because the stun locking is ridiculous. Like you've seen, I can't even strike them because there's so much stun locking. I wish I'd like an AoE like clobber weapon. Wait, what the hell? I thought I had the fire longsword out. Evidently not. And then I do plunging attack? Why? I didn't use a plunging attack. And then I get hit by the wall. I'm so frustrated. 2 down out of 7, did I count? I think I counted 7. Which makes it significantly easier. Okay, that's another one down. Again, the chance of you getting stun locked with just this many enemies. Why do I keep locking on? I haven't clicked on the lock on button, and yet I keep locking on. Damn, this is such an annoying part of the game where they just throw enemies at you and think that makes the game difficult. And sure, it makes it hard, but and I guess that translates to the difficulty, I guess, but it also makes it extremely cheap and irritating. So we have enough Estus to heal through this awful barrage of dogs, which is all it can be described as. It should be called Doggy Mayhem, the area. So now we've all the dogs dealt with. Now we're one-on-one with the Forgul, the Sinner, an NPC Phantom. And there we go, backstab. Backstab. 681 I hit him for. And now he wants to attack the wall, so I'll backstab him again. spears have weird tracking like that. They'll actually attack the opposite direction even if you're locked on something. The AI in this game isn't amazing, but it's not the worst either. And that's this area done, so we can actually rest and have a look at the dragon's tooth. So we're going to be putting it against the mace probably, although it's not wise because it's a heavy weapon. So it weighs 20, which is a lot. Has a descaling and strength. 50 strength. Okay, never mind. Not using that. 50 strength requirement is 10 more than I ever want to get. So yeah, we're off to the Huntsman's Copse. So hopefully we can get this area at least halfway done before we have to wrap up this episode, because we did have to do two bonfires in terms of progress before we went here. So we pretty much cleared, in my opinion, all of those areas that we done. We can't go near the Forest of Valentine's last bonfire, unfortunately. So I kind of feel that is considered cleared at this point. I think you can drop down there, and then you can fight a dude, a basilisk. Sorry, and yeah, not gonna do it. We don't want the dex weapon that's in the chest at the end. It's called Ricard's rapier. It's actually pretty okay, I think. And he just jumps off the cliff because, you know, he doesn't want any part of this. We're too hardcore for him. So we're gonna go up here and we're gonna punch this guy to death. And then we're gonna go all the way at the end here and wait for enemies to attack us. Oh, hi there. Are you stabbing me? Okay. You can light a fire here, not in this big hole, but in this thing here, but I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm gonna go upstairs, get an item, and then fall down where the other guy fell down, and then stay on the ledge to get through the last door to get to the next bonfire. So it's complicated, but I'll show you what happens. Two guys are gonna ambush me here. There's one guy. So there's one guy right there. You can see him in front of us. And then there's probably one guy above us. Okay, he just jumps. That's what you call stun locking 101. You know what? You know what? You know what? Oh, wow. You can deal with this, losers. You can follow me. So that's pretty cheap. To run all the way back through those as well. But fortunately we got all the items. Oh, we didn't. Oh, damn it. I have to go all the way through that again. And I'm gonna have to just use an effigy. I'm kind of annoyed at that because that was cheap. That was so cheap. They just like put out enemies at the bottom of the ladder after you clear the area so that you can die if you try and escape the two stun locking assholes who just spam combos at you and are impossible to hit. I wish I had like an ultra greatsword right now. I do, but I can't wield it very effectively because of the weight thing. Because then I would just smash people to death and like laugh at them. Oh, I'm so angry. So I'm just going to run past these guys. There's no reason to actually fight them fairly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run past... Wait. Smash. Just because I don't want a guy with a bow. Crawl to the top here and stand here waiting for people to come up. And I'm going to hit them one at one. So I'm going to ambush them so they can have a taste of their own medicine. See him? He thinks he's all cool standing there. Well, I can't actually hit him from here, so... But you know what I can do? I can go like this. Thought you were tough. Thought you were tough. Thought you were tough. And he's gonna be like, stop repeating yourself. And I'm gonna be like, nope. Sorry, but you done this to yourself. You were cheap. And look, this guy was the fellow who followed me up. Laugh out loud. Wanna follow me up? Come right up. I'll ambush you. This better be like super strong. Throwing knife by 3, which isn't bad. I like throwing knives. They're quite handy, actually. There's gonna be a guy in here, probably. I'm standing right here, losers. Oh, hi there. So that guy is there, by the way, just so you don't get ganked. And that guy's there, and he's dead. As you can probably tell, I'm pretty annoyed by the fact that I got ganked there. Oh, jumping out at nobody? Well, deep breath. That was kind of annoying. But at least this time I definitely don't have to go up and get that item, which turned out probably not to be that good. Instead I can skip right through it. Just go YOLO. Once I get to the next bonfire, at least I don't ever have to come back this way again. Which is so good, because it's just a miserable area full of gankiness. And like no decent loot. So I'm just gonna hit him once, and like that will let me in this door. He's gonna like jump at me, but I'm gonna be like, nah bro. And then I'm gonna just simply run away. This guy thinks he's tough. I'll just hit him with the mace. He has a wooden club, I have a steel mace. Mace beats club, yo. And hopefully I can rest here. And hopefully we can get these. Oh, did I collect my souls that time? I've kind of got a feeling I didn't. Oh no, they're still up here. There you go. Some guy, I think the guy that's hidden behind here jumped down and committed suicide. He did, yeah. Oh, you want some too? I don't care anymore. I'm sick of this dude. Right, so we have 35,000 souls. That's pretty good. We're gonna go this way. I wonder if Dark Souls, a lock-on system, picks the least valid target that you lock onto, just so you can die. Because I think it does. You know, I think that's kind of an interesting thing about Dark Souls. It's so good because it annoys you. It sometimes can be so cheap and kill you, but that kind of keeps you wanting to beat it. Like, it makes you angry at the game, and because you're angry at the game, you want to actually kill the game. If that makes any sense. Just want to bait that guy over. I don't think he's particularly scary or anything. There's a forlorn invader here, so what I'll do is I'm going to run across here, kill this guy, and enter this area, which allows me to summon Bashful Ray, who is an interesting NPC phantom. That's not very strong, but he's still kind of cool. You know, if you got 2 Morning Stars, you could actually, and if you use them with Bleed, you could probably bleed someone super fast, but Bleed is still pretty generally awful, so... Oh! Well, thank you, Bashful Ray. I think there's still a Forlorn Invader that'll invade me here. That he usually does. I'm not sure if it's a 100% chance, but I'm pretty sure it's like a 50% chance of anything else. Oh, there we go. So maybe it is just a 100% chance. I think it probably is, actually. It'd be interesting if Bashful Ray actually... if Bashful Ray, never mind, he's actually doing pretty good. I like Bashful Ray as an NPC. He's got an interesting moveset, he's got interesting gear. I'm not a fan of the forlorn enemies though. They just kind of spin to win their weapons. They don't really aim them or... Yeah. Interesting. So I think I'm actually going to go for the Executioner's Chariot boss, which is an optional boss like the old Dragon Slayer that guards a Covenant. He's not an actual boss on an actual path. He actually is at a dead end. But yeah, he's an interesting boss. He's not really standard, but Poison Moss. I think there's a good item here. I'm pretty sure this is a good item. Soul Spear. That is actually a pretty powerful spell, Soul Spear. That's Sion's armor, by the way. Those guys wear the strong armor. I don't really need it now. And Sublime Bone Dust, which is super powerful. That's gonna upgrade my Estus Flask. So yeah, those are some pretty interesting pieces of loot. Now these guys are my least favorite enemies in the game. Mainly because they're fast recovery speed. And they're high damage. They curse you as well, I think. There we go. I'll probably have to solo the boss too, because Bashful Ray will probably be task completed before the end of this. And there's a notched whip as well. So this guy will come to life, the skeleton. I was hoping I could kill the skeleton before this guy started swinging. But no worries. Skeletons aren't that strong anyways. Cracked Red Eye Orb. So, as I was saying, if you remember in Hyde's Tower of Flame, there was like that optional boss, the old Dragon Slayer, who I killed after I killed the Dragon Rider, but the old Dragon Slayer. And if you remember those mobs in that area, they actually all dropped the blue orbs. These ones all drop the red orbs. Not always, not 100% right, but they... Well, the one I just killed dropped it. So yeah, Bashful Ray is finished. And look, Cracked Red Eye Orb. So like, before the Covenants, I believe the Covenant currency is... Not currency, but something to do with the Covenant is there. I'm wondering whether I should skip these guys. I'm going to skip them. They're too strong. And I hate saying that they're too strong for me, but they kind of are. Not in terms of I can't kill them, I just don't need... They'll probably hit me 1 or 2 times. That's another Estus charge gone. And also the Mace durability isn't low, but it will be low if I keep at that. So I'm going to jump across here, and they're actually going to commit suicide or return. So they might... He jumped off there. That guy over there jumped off. And these guys might jump off. That guy jumped off. That guy hasn't jumped off. He's actually just returning. But now there's only one of them left. So they do commit suicide, yeah. It's interesting. I discovered that when I was trying to hide from them one time. Now this guy in here, he's very powerful and I don't know if I could kill him. Either way, he's super difficult to kill. And I don't know... I don't want to die after skipping all of those guys. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring him in here. Or did he fall off? He fell off! Well, that's interesting. He's harder than the actual boss himself because he hits pretty hard and he doesn't take much damage. And he's a big shield. Now for this boss, I'm going to put on a shield with 100% hopefully resistance rate. So this one has that, so I'll do this. And I'm going to put this in my offhand slot. I'm going to enter the boss fight. And we're going to watch the video too. There's my cutie character. I can't believe I said that, that's such a nerd thing to say. And there's spooky, scary skeletons. And there's this guy. Skeleton Lord Skeletor. Now what we're going to do is we're going to wait till he gets close, then run behind in there, and they're going to come to life and get clobbered by him. Look. Now in there is the necromancer, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be careful, and I'm going to go like this, raise the shield, and then kill the necromancer. Shit. These guys are tough. Thankfully I have such high stamina. Now what I'm going to do is, since I need to play this super safe, I'm going to run away. And I'm going to go like this. And he's going to get crippled. And then I'm going to take a swig of this. And she's going to raise those from the dead, which is unfortunate. But what I will do is I can finish her off. She'll never be able to raise them from the dead again. And they all get crippled. Now I'm going to deal with these guys right now. Because if I just carry them around, even though they can't get respawned again, they're going to be making my next job so much trouble. So I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to go like this and be that wuss. Dead. Be careful though. There's more skeletons in for the next witch, because there's 2 necromancers. So we're gonna be careful and take advantage of that. And there we go. Now we're gonna heal up fully before we carry on. I think I'll take a life gem too. And I'm gonna actually go back and loot the place. There's no... Oh shit. There's no reason not to loot the place, because we'll just have to run all the way back to the end anyways. Or we don't want to run all the way back to the end anyways. So there we go. This boss is super difficult if you rush it, but super easy if you take your time, use a shield and cheese it. Not cheese it, but play it like it was meant to be played. So that's another skeleton. That means we need to be pretty good here. We need to get in here, get everything up, and we need to rush. Put this on our back and rush the next. And there we go. There's the necromancer's gone. So this isn't even the boss fight, by the way. This is nothing. This is like the preparation to start the boss fight. And this is the hardest part. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's by far the hardest part. And probably was just like the boss was probably balanced around the fact that you had to do this stupid shit first. So those are gone. I'm gonna take this time to get one more guy off and swing. This guy here. He's probably gonna die from the next. Right. No loot. I think that's all the skeletons. Spooky, scary skeletons. And next we can prepare for the boss. We're gonna let it go around one more time. There. Or maybe another time after this, I don't know. Fading soul. And then there's this Black Hollow Mage robe. So those items are super rare because you can only encounter those mages in like 1 or 2 areas of the game. So yeah, now we're going to put this on our back and we're going to prepare for a hard boss. This is the only enemy we have to fight, the 2-headed horse. The charioteer is gone, and thankfully because this horse is actually pretty difficult as it is, and it hits you even though it doesn't touch you. It has an awful hitbox, but thankfully doesn't do much damage. And takes a lot of damage. So we're going to walk in front here, and we're going to roll here to the side as it jolts there, and finish it off. Slow and Steady takes the race, and that's the Executioner's Chariot boss down. This is the first boss in Huntsman's Copse. It's actually in an area called... oh, I can't think. I'll actually tell you the name of the area, though, as soon as I get to the bonfire, which will tell me. But it's its own area, but it's part of Huntsman's Copse in my opinion. That's why I done the old Dragon Slayer, which was actually part of the old cathedral. In the Hide Star of Flame episode. I mean, I'm not going to do an entire episode for one boss and one dragon, am I? I hope not. 45-minute boss fights would be not fun. So yeah, there's nothing I need to do up here because... Undead Purgatory it's called, sorry. Because I can't join the Covenant because I'm not an invader. So next we need to go to the Skeletal Covenant area, which is this way. And sorry for the noise again. Easter and next door, and they're really loud. But I don't think you guys can hear it that badly. I think it's just me. And it's just people screaming. Actually, I'm going to do the non-hardcore thing here and actually just summon Bashful Ray again. I just realised I could. Or I can try and not have it work. And probably finish off this guy. And that's pretty much, yeah, so there's not much left in this area actually. It's a pretty quick area now that I've cleared up to that point. This opens a lever. A guy's going to try and sneak attack me from up there, but obviously it's not going to do much good if I know he's coming. Actually, it did perfectly good because he pretty much attacked me instantly without me having a chance to hit my button to attack him. Thank you. Thank you, Dark Souls. God damn it. Move out of my way. I'm sick of these guys. Let's run across here. Now there's a bonfire right in this door here. Can you see across me? But unfortunately I can't get into there without the undead lockaway key, which requires me killing Merciless Rona, which is an NPC phantom that's super easy to kill. But by the time I kill Merciless Rona, I'm right outside the boss room, so I have to run all the way back there if I want to open it, which I have to do because I want to get all the bonfires done and talk to Creighton of Mira, who's part of Pate's questline. So yeah, I have to do it, even though the game is pretty much telling me not to do it, because why not? I don't think I'll have Shade Bashful Ray for the boss fight, but if I do, I don't care. Like, it's the easiest boss fight in the game. It's literally 3 big skeleton men that die in 3 hits, that summon little skeleton men that die in 1 hit. And I have a mace which crushes bones, so yeah. This is the undead lockaway key. I won't have to rest at the bonfire at least. Merciless Rona, more like poop face loser Rona. Oh, is that your back? Oh no, it's crushed. All your bones gone. That was probably a bit nasty. That was weird. I was kind of stuck there for a second. Undead lockaway key. So we're gonna go back. Can't rest at the bonfire with a shade. We could dismiss it, but I don't see why. We've most rested. Our mace is in good shape. The enemies are cleared, so it's not like I won't lose that durability in killing these enemies again. Anyways, so like I saved what, like 2 durability for what? Sorry about that noise again. Creighton of Mira's in here. He's an important NPC. And there we go. He's actually returned to his world. This guy's a serial killer or something. I'm just gonna rest, whatever. Well, why not? That's what I say, why not? Rogue gauntlets. Rogue set's not bad, but it's got no boys. Flame butterfly, that's super useful. I'm sick of I hate bow users in this game. I'm just gonna have to kill this guy first though, because I want daggers in my back. You know what? Q. I don't like Q. I have to take Estus too. Oh my god, I hate this area so much. There's a guy over there shooting arrows at me again. As if I didn't have enough of this shit. Yeah, take out your daggers. I'll just stab you in the face. You know what? This guy here, he's dead too. No, sorry, you're not knocking me off the edge there. I wish you wouldn't do that. You know what? Combo me. I don't care. I'm just gonna tank through it because I've got more armor than you, and you're You know, you're a hollow. You're not even a character in the game. So you're dead. You know what? Fuck you too. Jerk off. We could have skipped these enemies, but I kind of wanted to see if there's any decent loot in there. Turned out there wasn't, but... Oh, there's another hollow. These are the guys. These drop the rare set, and these are the only ones in the game in this area, I think. I'm just going to finish them off. Nice spell you got there. Shame. Wow. This is so daft. Like, he came out of nowhere just to kill me. Just so he could stun lock me. Deep breaths. He's dead. Now we can just do the boss and get this silly zone over with. He dropped something too, so that's probably a part of a super cool strong set that I'm never going to collect because I don't need it because I'm not a mage. But if I rolled a mage character, it would never drop. Just like when I roll this character that could use hide armor, it never drops. Interesting, there's a summons on there. I'm not going to use them. I'd rather limit the amount of summons I do from other players as possible, just so, you know, the playthrough is as if it was you that was playing it rather than me, because, like, if you're playing this and looking for advice or help in playing it, and then there is no summons for you, then you kind of, it's gonna be shitty, right? These smaller enemies, you should just pick them off. They get summoned whenever you kill one of them. So you can't kill all of them and just like hope to win the boss. You have to actually kill all the enemies after they've summoned. And that mace clearly hits them, but obviously this game, you know, doesn't register when you hit things because that would make it too easy. Oh, I dodged the shit out of that. Thank God. There we go, 2 of them dead, and now we can knock the second of these guys out, these big ones. There we go. That happened. Now this guy summons a bunch of weak skeletons. So I think he summons 10 of them. So we're going to try and kill as many of them as they're spawning as possible. Or we did. So there we got 2 of them in one hit. But we're going to want to rest up. Now this guy, the big skeleton, isn't a melee guy, so he's not going to do much damage to us anyways. Oh, I should just keep my mouth shut. He didn't do much damage anyway. Whoa, there's more than 10 of these guys anyways. Or there was more than 10 that spawned. I killed some of them. I killed 3 of them there, right? 2 of them. I could use my last Estus at least, because there's not much chance that they'll take a full health pool off me. Actually, you know what? Sorry, that was... I think you're tough. Well, I can hold up my shield too, boss. Oh yeah, run away. Why don't you run away? I hate these enemies so much. You're dead. Now get down. Oh, too bad. My condolences. Oh, you're dead. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to hurt you. Oh, bone wheels! No, no! This land is peaceful. and full of beauty. But not anymore. Dead. Now this is interesting because there's two methods we could go. We could go back and get that loot from that guy that dropped, because in there is actually interesting stuff. Or we could go to the next bonfire. Now I'm inclined to go this way, just because there's like no, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go like this, because this is the where that guy was, and he obviously didn't drop anything. So I need to think of what I'm going to be doing here. There we go. Nice and safe. Now there's an Estus flask shard in here somewhere, but there's no. This is useless junk, I think. Yeah, it was the useless junk. It gave me a few arrows though, which even though they're not great arrows, they're still arrows. So they're handy for like baiting things. I'm just gonna light this torch here so that we have a bit more light in this room, so we can, you know, explore. So hopefully we got it. No, back off. And if this is the Estus thing here, Titanite stuff, that was just such good loot. Estus, excellent. So we're gonna pull this down, and that's it, because there's nothing in there that could be worth it since we got the Estus shard. That's all right. I'm not gonna use this actually. I'm going to normally walk out from where we came and go around the right way, because we're so close anyways. That was some really good loot though, because we got the Titanite chunk and the Estus shard and everything. That was some really excellent loot from in that room, so I'm glad I went back there. And I'm kind of confident saying Huntsman's Copse is cleared, because even though we opened the shortcut there was nothing in there. There was actually another witch and some skeletons, but there was no loot. Just wait for the bridge, and next up is Harvest Valley, which leads to the Iron Keep. So we're going to the direction of the Iron Keep, which is the second old great one, but we're not going to go and kill all the old great ones if we can avoid it, depending on our souls, because you don't need to. Although, to be honest, if I'm doing a completionist playthrough, you might as well kill them anyways. But in general, if you were playing this game and not caring about killing all of the bosses, I would probably skip this guy, the next one. You kind of need to kill the Rotten because you need the Giant Soul for killing Vendrick, which is also an optional boss technically, but still it's kind of, for completionist, you probably want to kill Vendrick over anything else, because it's kind of like the main king guy. Let's talk to this lady here. She doesn't sell anything, I don't think, that's worthwhile. The bonfire ascetic is interesting, but I'm not a caster, so I don't need anything to be ascetic. Casters need 2 bosses ascetic.
These stones, some, none, trying like how it's fun. I've searched, perhaps.
Okay, so she says she's moving on, so that's kind of it. And yeah, so where do we next? So yeah, thank you very much, guys, for watching. This has been Huntsman's Copse area, and thank you guys for watching. Peace out, and I'll see you next time for Earthen Peak and Harvest Valley. Peace out.